Hola everyone, Scottie here from Destination Open Road. And today we're going to do several things. I'm going to show you how we boondock out here in Arizona. First thing, very important, we're going to get some water. Second thing, I want to figure out how I can take the sun, put it in a box, and make ice. And anyways, this video is sponsored by OUPES, portable power stations and solar supply for your power station. So when you're in the desert and they won't bring water to you, you go get the water. And this is how they do it. You have an account. You come to this machine right here. You put your account number in. You put your quantity that you're going to get to fill each tank. And good old Ed over here, this is Ed's trailer. And he has 2 tanks in here. And this is Ed from Nomadic Ranch. So go check it out. Here's what they're doing. They're filling the first tank. And you can see the double hoses he has here to go in here. They're going to put 280 gallons in that tank. 275 gallons in this tank. It takes like 4 minutes. And you can see already, since I started, it is filling up quick. And this is actually filtered water. And what are you guys paying for a gallon out here? 3.5 cents a gallon.
$35 for 1,000 gallons.
Oh man, I could take a lot of showers with that.
Yeah.
So this is how they do it. They transport Ned's trailer here and take it back to the property. Yeah. They have a transfer pump right here, and this will pump into their big old tanks, which are 1,500 gallon tanks. You can see how fast it goes. That's what you have to do when you're out in the desert, and they won't deliver it to you. And in fact, they've come down, this is the best way to do it, is to get it yourself. And it's another beautiful day here in Valley. Comes across. Ed actually has the tank. This ends. This is the company's stuff, and Ed has all this himself, so he can get back in here. Perfect setup. Now it's time to go work on the truck. Hey, can you program like 3 gallons for it to dump out, and I could stand underneath the hose in my my underwear?
I think you can.
For a dime, it's worth it. I might try that.
But it's going to come out like a fire hose.
I'll be the splash dancer. Splash dancer. Okay, so this well here is like 3,500 feet down. That's why it's kind of costly for the water, but in a way, 3.5 cents is not that bad. But you can see all the tanks they have to do everything here. Not sure what these are. These just might be pressure tanks, or they might just hold water. I'm not sure. 3,500 feet deep. Holy moly. But it's some good water, I will say that much. Now you can see both totes are full, and like Ed was telling us, is that you don't want to travel with half a load because it's going to move around so much. So he fills them right to the top. That didn't take no time at all to fill that up. So now we're back to the property, back to the ranch, and we're going to do another load a little later on. This is how they transfer the water to the big tanks. 1-inch hose into there. Ed's got it down so well. And that's what filling a tank's all about.
This is so we can fight our own fires.
Look at that. See, Ed is so prepared.
It can be almost an hour before the fire department gets out here.
Absolutely.
If you have an RV fire, you can kiss it goodbye.
Right, yeah, any fire out here.
We can hook this up to one of the big tanks, you know, with the pump. Yeah. And this gives us a chance.
I love it. I love it. Very smart. All right, just got back. I want to show you this great product that we got from Opus. Inside this awesome box is a 1,800 watt solar generator. Inside this box is 200 watts of solar power. So let's get right into it and see what's in this box. Oh, my feeble. Oh, my inner thighs are killing me. Oh. Vacuum sealed. I think I'm gonna pass out. I got a different idea. I'm gonna cut this thing. There we go. There's that beauty. Very nicely packaged. So right off the top, I can see I have my ways to charge it. Obviously right here, the 110 plug-in, and it also comes with a cigarette lighter 12-volt plug-in, and it's packed in here really well. I'm gonna have my whole workout by the time I'm done today. No, it's this piece of cake. Ooh, it's a beauty. So right off it comes with a manual also. I would advise that you use this and just read it thoroughly. What I do know about solar generators is really before you power this thing up and go to use it, you want to fully charge. So let's see what kind of power it came with right out of the factory. 59%. So now let's get into the solar pack. Let's get this thing fully charged. It's a decent day, kind of obscured outside with the clouds, but I think that's a good way to check and see how much power on a day where it's cloudy that this solar 200-watt solar pack will put into our power station. So let's get into these solar panels and see what we have. A box in a box. Let's get into this. With Opus, there's so many selections you can do. You can choose whatever size portable power station, whatever size solar panel, with or without solar panel, how you want to charge this unit back up. Now, what they've sent us is two 100-watt solar panels, which connect into our portable power station. Let's open them up and check them out. These are nice and small, like that. Again, the manual, a good thing to read. Okay, in the back pouch, you'll see this should be the connections for how we hook it up. It comes with a splitter, so you can connect the two together or just plug it one in at a time. That is really convenient. And also, they have the stands to tilt the solar panel up. And I'll show you in a little bit as I set everything up. This is a really important part I've noticed on these solar panels. They have the ability to tilt them. So let's go set it up and see what we can do. And one other thing, it comes with a nice handle. Almost like a suitcase. Doesn't weigh that much. I'll have to figure out what it weighs. I'm guessing 6 pounds. All right, let's get these panels set up. Okay, and also inside, so you don't forget, open this all the way up. Here's the other leg. So it sits really good. So this is so you can plug both the panels in and plug it, one plug in, right into our OUPES Solar Power Station. Just remember to take the plastic off. Some real nice cord on these solar panels. So what you can do is you take both panels off one cord, hook them directly together. Now you have 200 watts coming out of this individual port. Let's grab the Opus and get her plugged in. So now we have both our 100 watt panels laid out into the sun. We have them plugged in so that they're combining each other. Now we have 200 watts coming out of this little port. Let's plug it in. All right, so you can see that we're making 150 watts right there off the sun. And again, we're kind of obscured today. Another thing about these units, you do not want to start charging them in the sun. The nice thing about these long cables is I can now disconnect them, take the two into one, and actually use each of them individually. I have two different ports to charge the system up. So I can plug one panel here and one panel here and get this in the shade. And one thing about doing it this way is if one of the solar panels get obscured, the other one's still firing up. This up, we're at 59%. I will time it and see how far it goes up in the next hour. What I really like about this too is that if you unplug one panel and see what one panel's running, you can determine how it's doing, if that makes any sense. Basically, I will disconnect one panel and I'll know, okay, that one's giving me, at the rate right now, 75 watts. And then I can plug that one in and switch them over, and I can make sure that both the panels are working maximum. So I said I'd come back and show you what the solar panel did to the Opus 1800 watt solar generator. I forgot to videotape that. Basically, it went up 10%. These two panels were charging at 150 watts. I went from 59 to 69 on it. I'm gonna hook it up to the house. It has ability to charge and discharge. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna go with 200 watts. And let's see what it'll do for running my house here. Oh, so when I do say house, I do mean my fifth wheel. Let's see what it's doing. So right now I can hit the power button. You can see we're at 99%. The panels are hitting 140 plus watts of input. Let's hook it up. Turn it on. And you should hear the system kick on. inside my house. It does take a minute because it's set up for a generator. All right, so she just kicked on. We're really not running much inside. Looks like, because I don't have much turned on. So it's going up. We're running 170 watts. We're bringing in 140 watts. So we're sucking a little more. What I want to make sure it's going to do is run my ice maker and my TV and Terry's computer. Let's go see what's happening inside. I was already making some ice, so I just turned it on. It's working normal. All right, so you see the ice maker's going, which to me is a very important part. Again, we talked about taking the sun, powering up my system, and making ice. Now we'll kick the TV on, and I really can't show much because everything on TV is copyrighted, so let's just see if that kicks on without a load. There you go. We got our computer going. And as you can see, Terry's been working for the last several days on a new little logo for us on a shirt. So far it's running everything real fine. Got the fans all running front and back. Hey, let's kick this fan on and see if we got power. Let's push it to see what it'll do. Here we go. And let's turn the fridge to electric. It comes on. So there's really at this point not much more power I would be taking out of this house. Actually, I wouldn't be running the light this time, but I love making my ice. Let's go outside and see how much power we're pulling out of this puppy. Okay, one thing this solar generator is not going to do in this rig is run my AC. I don't have the battery power or any kind of storage like that anyways. So let's go see how much power we're sucking out. All right, let's hit the button again. See what kind of power output we're getting. Only 500 watts. Still 99%. I'm bringing in 150 watts. You can see as the sun comes up, a little more. So I could run this for quite a while during this time of day. And you don't hear a generator going. I'm digging this. This is so sweet. Okay, so what we have is two 12-volt OP 10 amp ports right here. A PD 60 watt. A PD 18 watt. And two USB 3 watts plug-in and a 12-volt cigarette lighter plug-in. I don't know why you call them cigarette lighters anymore. And again, how you can charge this is you can charge it through these ports. These are your M ports. You can charge it 12 volt, put it in your rig and run it off your car, or you can plug it into 110 in your house to charge them up. This is a heck of a unit. I'm really impressed. It's running my whole house right now. Impressive. And you can see if I had 400 watts of solar, basically I would be running, it'd be taking me maybe 150 watts, 200 watts usage. And that's with the ice maker going full bore and everything running. So it's definitely will sustain the rig during the daytime, no problem. At that rate, 500 watts, it would run this whole system pretty heavily for at least 3 hours, easily. Loving it. All right, now we've had our Opus power station for a good week and a half, and it has performed perfectly. I've ran it down, it charges back up real well. One thing I did forget to mention was with the solar panels, it has the grommet holes here, so you can actually hang it up and allow it to get sunlight that way. All right, now if you're interested in one of these units from Opus, please go to the description below. All the information will be there. And again, I'd like to thank you all for watching our little video. Peace out. Take care. Opus rocks. Oops! Remember to take the plastic off. Oh, I forgot to take the plastic off this one. Oh. And remember to take the plastic off. I forgot on this one.